Here's the news at 9. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu swears in 8 new permanent secretaries. President Tinubu eyes livestock sector reform. Investment to curb farmer-herder clashes. On the foreign scene, United Kingdom indicates Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu faces arrest if he enters country. And in sports, Super Falcons star Monday Gift gets nomination for Spanish Liga F Player of the Month. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has sworn in 8 newly appointed permanent secretaries with a charge on them to lead with integrity and embrace higher ethical standard. Governor Sanwo-Olu noted that the appointment underscores the state's unwavering commitment to strengthening the machinery of governance and ensuring that the values of excellence, accountability, and service delivery remain.
Your decisions and actions must reflect the highest ethical standards. Transparency and accountability are the hallmarks of public servants who inspires trust. I expect you to drive innovation. The world is changing rapidly and Lagos must not stay behind. Think creatively, embrace technology, and implement solutions that are transformative and that are sustainable. You must serve with empathy. The people of the state are the center of what you do. Listen to them more, hear their concerns, prioritize their welfare, and remain accessible to them.
The head of service, Bodiaguru, said the appointment is in line with the need to reinvigorate the state's policy implementation apparatus and continuous identification and elevation of deserving public servants into positions of higher responsibilities, where they would be further charged to make more impactful and significant contributions to the actualization of government's policy objectives.
Know that these appointees are deemed to have remained consistent in their commitment, loyalty, and industry over the years and decades, and were transparently adjudged as deserving of this recognition in this. They went through a very, very rigorous process of tests, examinations, and then ultimately interview with Mr. Governor.
In a vote of assurance on behalf of other appointees, Mr. Semiu Kadri thanked Governor Sanwo-Olu for the confidence reposed in them, pledging their commitment to the vision of realizing the themes plus agenda of the state government, while deepening leadership position to ensure effective service delivery to Lagosians.
Sir, you have continually raised the bar for progressive and impactful governance in Lagos State through your transformative initiatives. We pledge to align ourselves with your vision by ensuring the implementation of policies that will accelerate sustainable development, improve service delivery, deepen the leadership position of Lagos State, not only in Nigeria but also in Africa. We also acknowledge the supportive and enabling environment created by our colleagues across the public service.
The permanent secretaries are Princess Adebopo Oyekon Ismaila, deployed to the Teaching Service Commission; Mrs. Abisola Dokumu Adegbite, Audit Service Commission; Mrs. Olayinka Ojo, Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget; Mr. Amid Oyenuga, Ministry of Justice and Solicitor General. Others are Dr. Muiwa Adetola, Office of the State Auditor General; Mrs. Mojisola Yusuf, Tutor General, GPS Education District 6; Mr. Semiu Kadri, Office of Chief of Staff; and Mr. Hassan Dauda Abiodun, Tutor General, GPS Education District 5. The Association of Ex-Local Government Chairmen of Nigeria has commended Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration for setting the pace in the country by making Lagos a good example of how local government autonomy should work. This accolade came to the fore when the executive members of the association, led by their president, Albert Ashikpa, paid a courtesy visit to the governor at the Lagos House, Marina. Ashikpa also acknowledged the giant strides of the governor, especially in delivering critical infrastructure projects across the nooks and crannies of the state. He informed and solicited the support of the governor towards the association's upcoming retreat with the theme Local Government Autonomy, bringing government and economic development closer to the people. Lagos State as a case study.
The Supreme Court has given the judgment that there should be a proper autonomy at the local government level. So and that is the reason why we are here today, just to appreciate the governor of Lagos State, so that from there other governors will learn from him.
Governor Sanwo-Olu would thank the association for the visit, described the theme of the retreat as apt, urging them to use their wealth of experience and knowledge to chart the way forward for the development of governance at the grassroots and the nation in general.
For all of you in that space to know that you have served your people in one capacity, especially as a chairman of a local government, as one capacity or the other. I think it's important that you still have a voice and have an umbrella where you are a critical stakeholder, so that you can continue to either politically or even with executive interventions, to bring about your wealth of experience, how things have evolved, how things are changing, and what you can bring.
The association has over 5,000 members across the country. In a move aimed at fostering greater understanding and promoting the visibility of disability issues in the society, the Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs, LASODA, has awarded 1 million naira each to disability organizations for advocacy and awareness initiatives. The donations were presented to Dexler Nigeria, the Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities, the Down Syndrome Association, the Dwarf Association of Nigeria, and the National Association for the Blind at the premises of the agency in Alausa. General Manager of LASODA, Adenike Oyetunde Lawal, while presenting the checks to the groups, emphasized the importance of continued awareness campaigns in breaking down barriers that hinder the full participation of persons with disabilities in society. He stated that each group should utilize the funds to carry out impactful campaigns aimed at raising awareness about the challenges faced by individuals with disabilities and the importance of their inclusion in all aspects of life. Citizens have been urged to support governmental policies in fostering economic prosperity of the nation. Convener, Greater Lagos Initiative, Adeniyi Olutimehin made a call during Greater Lagos Summit and Awards 4.0 with the theme Building Resilience for Survival and Recovery. Olutimehin said the summit is packaged to inspire key stakeholders, especially people in the grassroots, to relentlessly support the Lagos state government to record more monumental landmarks. According to him, amidst current economic and social challenges, the summit emerges as a pivotal nexus for intellectual exchange and strategic brainstorming aimed at charting socio-economic framework. Olutimehin noted that the program will craft a forward-thinking blueprint for resilience, progressive governance, community empowerment, and sustainable recovery strategies.
All of us are watchdogs. We elected the people that are in government. They are representing us. Part of what we should do is what we are doing now. Tell them where they are getting it right. Tell them where they're not getting it right. Help them where we need to. And request for their own intervention too, where we feel that they need to do.
Also speaking, the Executive Chairman, Orile Agege Local Council Development Area, Johnson Babatunde, urged Lagos residents to always pay their statutory tax so that government can afford to provide more amenities to bring succor amid current economic challenges. Panel discussants emphasized the importance of collaboration between government and the people in nation building. And now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to resolving the farmer header crisis through strategic investments in Nigeria's livestock sector. Speaking in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, President Tinubu stated during the signing of a letter of intent between Nigeria and JPS SA, one of the world's leading meat processing companies. This was made known in a statement released by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Nonuga. According to him, the initiative aligns with President Tinubu's broader agenda for agricultural transformation and economic growth. President Tinubu described the partnership as a significant step towards eradicating hunger, reducing poverty, and fostering economic prosperity in the country. He also assured the company of good returns, stressing the importance of its role in ensuring food security for Nigeria's large population. No fewer than 15,000 applicants have been shortlisted for the computer-based examination entrance job for prospective job seekers into the Oyo State Civil Service Commission. The number, which represents 67% of the entire 22,235 applicants who showed interest in taking up job offers, were said to have met all qualification requirements into the cadre in line with the State Civil Service Scheme. The chairman of your State Civil Service Commission, Kamoru Aderibigbe, made this known during a press conference held in his office. Speaking further, the chairman said out of the 235 applications received by the commission, 15,000 were qualified to sit for the CBT. Aderibigbe said similar cadres have been grouped to sit at the same center, stressing that applicants have been divided into two groups of examining full competence. Aderibigbe advised applicants to come to the examination center at the indicated time on their individual invitation slips with printed copies of the application form and invitation slip. And now to foreign news. Downing Street has indicated that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu faces arrest if he travels to the UK after an international arrest warrant was issued for him. On Thursday, the International Criminal Court, ICC, issued an arrest warrant for Netanyahu, along with Israel's former defense minister, Yoav Gallant, over alleged war crimes in Gaza. The PM's spokesman confirmed the government's stance by the process outlined in the act and would always comply with legal obligations as set out by domestic law and indeed international law. U.S. President Joe Biden has called the arrest warrant for the Israeli Prime Minister outrageous, saying there is no equivalence between Israel and Hamas. Both Israel and Hamas rejects the allegations made by the ICC, with Netanyahu branding the warrants anti-Semitic. Now sports. Super Falcons forward Monday Gift has been nominated for the Spanish Liga F Player of the Month for November. It is the first time Monday will be nominated for the individual accolade. The 22-year-old scored one goal and provided one assist for our club, UD Tenerife, during the month. Another Nigerian, Edna Imade, is also in the running for the award. Imade was on target 3 times for Granada in the month. Super Falcons captain Rasheedat Ajibade won the award in September. The Atletico Madrid winger was the first player to win the award since it was introduced. And that's our news at 9, but just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Please keep your valuables off the view of miscreants. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, over 1,000 indigent residents benefited from the state's mega empowerment program, starter packs, which include grinding machines, barbing tools, air dryers, sewing machines, and Android phones? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has sworn in 8 newly appointed permanent secretaries with a charge on them to lead with integrity and embrace higher ethical standard. President Bola Tinubu has reaffirmed its administration's commitment to resolving the farmer-headed crisis through strategic investments in Nigeria's livestock sector. We also told you that Downing Street has indicated that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu faces arrest if he travels to the UK after an international arrest warrant was issued for him. And in sports, Super Falcons forward Monday Gift have been nominated for the Spanish Liga F Player of the Month for November. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends a news podcast compiled by Kayode Mafolashere. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.
Don't you think it is better to get the updates fast and undiluted from a trusted and reliable source than to hear it from just any other station? Get the authentic traffic